Hello guys, we are back with our next tutorial. In this tutorial, let's see some basic concepts which we have discussed, which we have learned in C++. Basically, there are no second semester tutorials on my channel, so I'm just revising for you. Okay, basically functions. A complex module can be divided into submodules. That is what we call as function. So these are divided into two types. One of them is user-defined function, another one is predefined function. So user-defined functions are nothing but designed by our programmers, that is as will be the user defined. Predefined are the already defined in the computer. Remember, this gives not computer, this gives in that particular software. Where is that software? That software is existing in our computer, so I have directly written it as computer. Okay, so basically if you want the examples, you can write this any name, it depends on you. But predefined functions like cout, cin, like that, those are the predefined functions. So now I hope everyone got a small idea on it. So again, these functions, for defining a complete function, if you want to create a function, you need to follow three rules, guys. One of them is the function prototype, function calling, and function definition. So function prototype will be at the top of the program, guys. So basically in C++, I think every one of us used these functions for many kind of programs. So basically function prototype will be having return type. Basically return types are nothing but int, void, float. Those are what we called as return types. So function name, any name that you want to wish to keep, and parameters, those are nothing but the values that you are going to pass in that function. So basically function calling, it will be having function name and parameter values only. It is not going to have that return type, only value. So this will be in our main block of code in void main. So that once we give the values, it's going to insert and it's going to go back to the function definition and solve and return back here. So that's the reason why we call it as calling. Further moving on, function definition. Function definition will be having is similar to function prototype, guys. In function prototype we are having semicolon, but here we will not have any semicolon. So function definition will be having return type, function name, parameters, int add, int a, int b. Got it? So now I hope everyone got a small idea on this. So now let us go through some basic object oriented programming things, guys. I'll be mainly going through classes and objects. In some other tutorial we'll be going through this, because these all things we are not discussing in data structures basically. That's the reason why I'm going to skip these topics. So basically object oriented program are totally 6. Those are class, object, data abstraction, data encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. So basically these 6 are really important in C++. So now let us go through some basics. So basically class, an abstract data type which contains data members and member functions. Data members are nothing but data types. Member functions are nothing but member functions. So syntax will be something like this: class, class name. We'll be writing all the parameters. Those are nothing but data members and member functions inside them. So we are having 3 access specifiers, guys. So basically they are private, protected, and private, public, and protected. Private members can be accessed only by the member functions, guys, which is defined within the class. Okay. Public data can be accessed by the data members and even with non-data members. Got it? So protected is nothing but which cannot be accessed from outside of the class, but can be accessed by derived class members and friend class members. Got it? So now I hope everyone is now clear with class. So now let us go through object. So basically if we created a class, it is not going to initialize any memory, guys. So object is our main role in creating that memory. Object, we can call object as an instant of class, where instant is a word that means the use of object is to allocate memory. It's going to create the memory for the data to store. Okay, so now let us move on to syntax. That is nothing but class name object. So sample s dot. So if you want to access the data members, will be just object dot data member. That is nothing but s dot x is equals to 7. You can directly assign the values. Okay, that's fine. Similarly, you can access the member function. So we'll be writing object dot the member function name. So now I hope everyone is now clear with this. So we are having 2 more points. Just a second, guys. So we can define a member function both inside and outside a class. Yeah, I hope in C++ we have used this concept a lot. So excuse me. So if you want to define it outside the class, you will be using this 4 dots. That is nothing but two colons. That is nothing but we call in words as scope resolution operator. Guys, remember these names. These names will be your interview questions, maybe one of the most easiest and important things to learn. Okay, in the next tutorial we'll be starting the linked list concept, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching.